Hello, Go Mode podcast viewers, and welcome to another Link to the Past Randomizer Mentor Tournament 2022 Gold Bracket Race. We have Akuheish versus DDRKirby ISQ. Game 1, they have chosen open, and we are going to get into it in just a moment here. I am Adilor. In the booth with me today is Bread. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty alright. It's pretty early over here on the West Coast, but, doing fine.
For me, I woke up an hour ago. I'm like, oh, wake up and do some rando commentary. I'm like, sure, why not? Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me.
And we've got Shinmaru tracking with us today. We're keeping things accurate on screens. You know who has which items. And Trey, of course, is our restreamer for today. All those names at the bottom of your screen, you know who our full wonderful crew is putting on this here restream. We've got Akuhish's timer giving us a 10-second countdown, so you know exactly how long it's going to take to get going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or slightly desynchronized. Jeez, Trey, come on now.
It's supposed to be professional restream, Trey.
Ooh, that's a hammer and sank chest immediately and a mushroom in the house. All right, cool. And a map check. We've got crystals with a Reddit desert.
Hooray. Okay, so... Okay, Aki's just doing the... See if he goes to pay a visit to the Lumberjacks. Yeah, and... Yeah, that's probably Lumberjack.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of extra information. We got a tier 1 bomb pole, so that's nice. We're going to both be able to pick that up easily.
It's really very, very convenient. I wonder if Kirby might take those bombs into front of escape. The second pole, 8 bombs.
Yep, you can easily get another pole here and load up on 8, and 8 will get you pretty well set for castle. We've got just $100 on Lumberjacks, nothing important there. Uncle Chest also had a book in it. We've got some interesting early fetch quests going on. I mean, with early book though, could be more than a fetch quest. You could have like a Pearl and Desert Ledge.
Oh, absolutely. Always slightly annoying going into desert without being able to clear it, but sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah, it looks like Kirby is going to go ahead and take this trip into castle with 8 bombs. It should be more than enough to get through at least the front 3 checks. There's a sword in Woods drop down.
Yeah, I bet DDR feels like probably once he finds those, be like, well, this would have been nice to do escape instead of bomb escape.
Would have been nice to just kind of do like a little bit of Uncle route and then go to CAC. Yeah, you know. He's got the good setup for the blue guard here, though. It's a really satisfying way to do that room. You just drop a couple bombs, one's on the chest, throw the first one, and it just kind of works out. It's nice.
Oh yeah, no, learning the bomb setups for your escape was probably the more fun setups to do.
Yeah, especially like last year's main tournament, which was all standard. There are a lot of people had to get really used to doing bomb castle.
You want to be a little careful at 1 heart. He should be fine. There he goes.
Yeah, he knows the second room too. Very well done. We've got an armor in Blind's hideout for Akuheish. And not a whole lot else just yet. Kirby will need to make good use of these pots, of course, to actually take out the ball and chain guard, having no real other good method for it. It takes far too many bombs to delete that guy. And there's an ether medallion in our cell chest for his reward. Actually, just a bow and well, yeah.
A bow and a nice
and
pearl, and a nice little 300 bomb in the.
And the single arrow to shoot with that bow. There you go.
And well, that's Dark World. This is already.
Seems Kakariko has some things today.
Kirby opting not to do Lumberjacks this time. Which, I mean, you do have a starting hammer. You have a lot you could do at the moment.
Yeah. Me personally, I don't usually check lumberjack until I've got boots at some point, because I know that item is actually obtainable. Tier 2 is 80 rupees. That's not bad either.
I think it's nice to do if you have if you have boots and or if you're just going up the mountain the normal way.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I may as well just check this real fast.
All right, Akuheish done with the Kakariko trip. Was that a sword? That
That
was
was
a sword on library. All right. Real quick peek at it. I barely saw it. Look at it. Looks like a master sword there.
Kirby having a... Oh, no. Oh, he's taking the book up to pet.
Yep, we're gonna get a quick ped read because you may as well this early on.
Yeah, it's probably the second best time you can read pet. Pet's time being after Skull Woods to get the mirror. A bottle. So, not pulling pet for a bottle.
Highly doubt that's going to be a required first bottle to get progression on Sick Kid. Very unlikely, considering all of our
That would
pendants are
be
in the Dark World.
That would be an absolutely silly seed.
That'd be completely bonkers if that was the required first bottle. Yeah. I mean, this Rando does some things sometimes, but I'm not putting any money on that. All right, Akuheish is in the Dark World first. We're going to map check. We got pendants at Skull and Pod. Green is Meyer, and ice is red. Crystal.
The game up. Will Aku be tempted by Pod with the having the toolkit being like, hey, look, you can full clear Pod right now.
Gonna go immediately with the hype cave start. Got an immediate reward with a flute. Very nice. Anything else good back here? Red boomerang is all right. All right if you don't have a hook shot. Okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah, you may as well just go activate that right now. Why not?
Yeah. Probably activate it, and I'd imagine you probably want to do thieves at this point. I mean, it's a crystal. Full clear it. Oh no, back of escape. Yeah. I may as well just do that real fast.
Potentially 3 items back here. It's a really quick check. Yeah.
I forget if I don't think we saw the key, and I'm not sure if we saw the map or not.
I don't think we saw either of them in the front. This could be just one back area. Well, sure wasn't one item. That's another glove in the back there. So there's our even easier village portal access.
Everything's lining up kind of nicely with the way Aku's routed it. Not having to do anything particularly inconvenient.
Yeah, seriously. This is just really kind of all falling into place really nicely so far. Which makes you wonder, what's the catch? What's wrong with this seed? There's always something wrong with it, right?
Oh, of course. There's no way a seed is that nice to you at the start. There's always something.
I'm gonna roll back into Kakariko here, reactivate this flute, and then Akuheish will have a myriad of options from which to choose. Both gloves and hammer, and a flute. Pretty much, you can just go pretty much any corner of the world you desire and go have fun.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to check Meyer Shed real quick, or maybe Old Man, or just going straight to these. I mean, all 3 of them, honestly.
Yeah, and you're right here. You just got your second glove. You can go straight into Village of Outcasts. Maybe dip into Skullfront if you feel like you want to do some of that, or go right down into Village itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say right. I mean, you honestly have so much on the table right now to do progression-wise. Yeah, you can just, you can complete Eastern, you can complete Thieves at the moment. Pod is a pendant, but it is doable, and hey, look, there's bombos for Ice Entry if you want.
He wants to go to Ice Palace.
Ice is completable now, but I don't think many people would have.
Hey, you know,
5
just
heart.
5 hearts blue. That's a no. You can do ice,
Fighter.
no problem. Yeah, we're gonna opt for the very reasonable Thieves Town play. Like, 'cause it is a crystal, and you can full clear it. You may as well.
Yeah. You do thieves, you do Vu. Probably clear up South Dark World afterwards. Maybe debate if Mirrorless Smiths is on the table, but at least you do have Flute, so the first part's honestly not that bad.
Looks like Kirby's gonna take a different route here, and probably gonna head over. Let's see, where you go. We'll just maybe head towards Stumpy and dig game over here in this
Yeah.
direction instead.
Yeah. He has gloves, so he's just opting to do it this way.
Well, nothing interesting so far in the front 4 of Thieves. We still have half the dungeon to go, of course.
Yeah, I mean even with blue, he's got to be a little careful. There aren't that many hearts. Well, at least Stalfos drop hearts. That's good.
Yeah, at least. What's our stun prize here? Is it good? Well, also dropping hearts, so that's alright.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, if that's your stun prize, yeah, you'll be fine. You can keep yourself topped up by the time you go into blind.
Digging, we're approaching the limit here. That sure is 30 digs for a heart piece.
Hell yeah, that's Value Town right there.
Love to see it. 30 digs, maximum number for a straight up vanilla heart piece. Thanks, game. Okay, into the Thieves Town attic. We've got a bomb pack there. A refresh for the bomb we just threw. Having a lot of bomb drops so far, so we'll take it. Thieves is a dungeon also that if you don't have much for bombs, you can easily reload in this dungeon. There are a ton of bomb pots everywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is the kind of nice thing about a lot of the early Dark World dungeons. They do have a lot of bomb pots in them. Pod's got a ton. Thieves got a lot surprisingly.
Yeah.
The Swamp Palace he's got a couple.
Well, was a few, yeah.
Yeah, I am a little surprised Kirby hasn't done Back of Escape. But I mean, you have a lot on the table.
Yeah, you have a ton of options right now. This seed's opened up so fast. You've got the entirety of South Shore, which is he's going to work on now. There's so much to do.
Mm-hmm.
Akuheish found the key in the cell, so we're going to get a look at the big chest. There's a Samaria. Ooh. Our first big important thing out of Thieves Town. We know we need that for TR. That'll also improve the Ice Palace trip that we're going to see potentially pretty soon.
Yeah, we could have a very early ice dip. Honestly, even with Blue Mail, a little scary as 6 hearts with only Fighter Sword like that. Yeah, knowing that you might have to commit to Hammer Cold Stare at that low without a backup.
Yeah, the weaponry for the Cold Stare fight is going to be your biggest influencer right now.
It's definitely doable, just not the most pleasant.
No. Kirby making good use of that Ether Medallion to quickly clear the Minion Moldrum Cave. Getting some bombs and some bombs. Big 20. Big 20. The value. Alright. Blind's got a map, and we are done with Thieves Town. Acquired 1 crystal. Looping over to 5, probably eyeing up, just going straight into Eastern. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's an objective dungeon. You can clear it, may as well.
With Pod being a pendant, probably not as tempting to come in here and double dip with the mirror, but you never know.
Three items in Eastern Palace to find. Not completely logical, considering we do not have a lamp yet, or a fire rod, but yeah, we'll get through it anyway.
Yeah, I feel like just doing Eastern the Dark may as well just be in logic at this point. It's just the common play that everyone's gonna do it.
Yeah.
even newer runners are gonna do the Eastern Dark rooms.
At least the right side. The back room can be terrible because it's a super crazy random. Those popos will go anywhere and mess up everything, but yeah.
Let's see Aku clean up the rest of South Dark World that we already saw from Kirby's side, and then we'll see where he decides to take this. Jeez.
Another bomb pack in Eastern for our first item there.
And okay, Aku's gonna go grab. He's gonna grab Smith. I think. He didn't do dig game.
Digging first, yeah. Kind of waffling on which option to take first here, potentially.
I'm just used to seeing Stumpy last, so I was just like, oh wait, huh. Okay. I thought he already did dig game.
Yeah. Kirby showing off the very nice bow strap for the Stalfos room there. You put yourself in kind of the right cornerish and just kind of 3 arrows. It's faster than walking to the middle for 2 of them. We got our second item is a big 20. So far Eastern not coming up with anything. We've got a vanilla big key to find, and then 1 more item in the big chest or the boss. Akuheish is going to go ahead and pick up the frog and take him a little walk.
Since he already did Hype Cave, he's probably just going to save and quit and flip the frog over.
Actually, yeah, you're right. There's nothing really left to do.
Right.
Maybe walking up north.
Maybe peeking bumper ledge. That's. Oh, he's doing hammer pegs.
Okay, just doing hammer pegs right now. I mean, yeah, that's fair. You could wait and do this later when you're coming back for purple chest. Considering you can just save and quit flute to 7 with purple, it's not too bad, but yeah.
Might be debating on if he wants to do purple chest yet. He might just want to wait.
You might just put it off, yeah.
Just do the first smith because it's not terrible to flute. Then just wait on purple chest later because lamp.
Ooh, a lamp. Like to see
I
that.
was gonna put all the stuff in Eastern logic. Well, if there's anything, anyway.
All the big 20s that we found in Eastern are now logical, yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, he's burning his lamp right. He's burning his magic. He's ready for fake powder.
Oh yeah, you can set that up immediately. We're having a bit of trouble in the back room of Eastern. Just again, it's crazy random. Those popos will go wherever they want. He's got the Igor figured out. There you go. Keys dropped. Grab that. Head upstairs.
And yeah, he found the door. He is all good.
Smiths are just charging $5 for dropping them off today. And here will be fake powder. You empty your magic out. You push Samaria on it, and then you mash over to your menu, switch to the mushroom, and somehow it just works. And just another bomb back.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard an explanation of how fake powder actually works. Just that it is a glitch that just kind of works.
I don't believe I have either. I'm sure somebody knows, but I just have yet to hear exactly why it works, or go look up the information myself. Okay, well, nothing in Eastern, but we do have, again, a crystal for our efforts. We do want those.
Aku going up to do Yeah, he's just going up Eastern. Eastern and then sub is the same thing DDR's doing.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the Saha after. Aku's gonna do the same, and then we'll see what they were doing.
See what Sahasral has for us in his closet, and then we'll flute out of here and head on to wherever else Kirby decides to go next.
And a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, a couple heart pieces and 50 rupees. Yep, not exciting at all. Let's see where Kirby goes next. Hope we get some new information out of him. As commentators of a race, we are of course always looking for new checks to discover. Just thinking about it, wiggling that flute around. Where are you gonna go? Where are you going? Thinking about it. Going to 8. Okay.
Hey, he didn't do Ice Rod. I think he didn't do it after doing Gold Arm.
Yeah.
He just went to do Eastern after.
Yeah, which realistically with a flute you can do this basically whenever you want. Another big 20. All right. The search continues for more progression. Looks like he's going to do his back of escape glove now. Yeah.
He's gonna get those mitts, and that's gonna be even more likely to tempt him to. Which is honestly surprised he hasn't gone for thieves yet, but you're probably gonna go there pretty quick. Okay, so yeah, that definitely confirms there's just a key in Dark Cross.
Mm-hmm.
We did see the map in the front, so at least he knows he doesn't have to bother with it.
Castle is just done.
This is, yeah, we haven't seen Aki turn in the mushroom yet. Is a bunch of bombs. Ah, and he's scumming the mushroom.
Saving it, yeah. All right, what's next? Check out the Mire area. I haven't seen these checks yet, or the desert area in general. Yeah. Oh, those are third medallion on Desert Ledge. It's Quake.
Well, at this point, Kirby's definitely going to stumble onto the bombos in the path, and well, you're not going to have to worry about TR access. That's Quakes right there for Pendant Mire. Right next to key under the doorstep.
Just a heart, 50 rupees in Mire Shed. Nothing doing there. Yeah, the Quake is just right there. A little bit inconvenient to grab, but you know it's there.
Hmm. Yeah, and probably just since Mire's a pendant, not exactly gonna. You're not gonna spend your book to go into desert to walk the ledge to grab it. Like you'll probably grab it whenever you have mirror.
We're not prioritizing that by any means. No. Desert, there's a just a coin flip chance that you need boots for desert, so we're not super duper interested in heading in there just yet.
And on DDR side, he doesn't even have a fire source yet. So won't even be able to beat it if it wasn't boots locked.
Yeah. We're just headed down into the Village of Outcast while Akuheish is finishing up an Armos fight. Yep, there's Kirby's Bombos now. 2 out of 3. We know where the third one is. No problem. That puts Akuheish up 2 crystals to 1, but Kirby will be not too far behind, all things considered. Going to be clearing thieves next.
DDR spent some time doing a bunch of overworld clearing before walking in. And I mean, it's not surprising. South Shore is super tempting. There's a ton of islands there.
Yeah, it's got a lot of density.
Wouldn't be surprised if Aku ends up heading over there shortly
Yeah.
rather than later.
Yeah, this is very much an open seed for the ages, like with how super fast it opened up. Saying, well, you can go pretty much wherever you want, unless you want to go to East Death Mountain. That's the one thing we don't really have access to yet. We're still lacking mirror or hookshot to get us more mountain access.
And it seems like both players are waiting to check out anything up there till they get East Mountain access. Which,
Yeah.
that's surprising.
There's really not much you can do right now. You can check Old Man and then what is inside Spec Rock, and that's really it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing Old Man, just get him out of the way, get him at the spawn points. You have to do it anyway. This is not like you're wasting time doing that one check on the mountain before.
Yeah, I don't hate the West Mountain check. You get there save and quit, which can be helpful. It's not like it really takes much time compared. You're not really like wasting time doing it because you get to potentially get something for Spec Rock and then see what's on top. So these are things you would do elsewise that can't really be optimized a whole lot unless you have like boots to get up the mountain faster.
So at the moment, let's see, we have an out of logic ice on the table, and then there's definitely out of logic flippers, maybe hookshot as well, depending on how it's set up.
Yeah. We do have the Samaria, so we can get around that potentially logical requirement at least.
Actually, for in-logic checks, we just, we have pod open to us, fully in logic now with the lamp. And,
Zora.
The classic Zora, yeah, we have the pendant pod meme available, we have Zora available, and we have Pyramid and Catfish available for stuff left to do in logic anyway.
Yeah, we're out of like... We're out of clearable crystal dungeons. You could dip into desert, but again, disincentivized because you don't know if you can actually clear it.
And just walking in there for the book is just slow.
Yeah, no, beer, not yet. Nobody's been to pod. The choice has got to be becoming more and more alluring, though. The more you're working on your main objectives and finding nothing, and think, well, pod does have 5 items in it I could get.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it really is the densest location.
Especially with Akuheish having lamp, like it's not terrible to get through.
And this is fake flipper Zora area.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It's good. You've got Moon Pearl, so you can get everything up there. Having a little bit of trouble getting the line up against the transition. There you go. Looks good. Yeah. And going straight in. Not even going to check the island or the camper today. Those later, I suppose.
Honestly, Hobo's usually kind of a pain to get to. I mean, with Zora being in logic, it's nice being able to just do all this here right now.
Heart piece of the shield. By all rights of vanilla shield and waterfall. Ledge is a big 20, no need to get that. So we'll get one actual in-logic check on Zora himself and then say, well, now what?
Pod is alluring. You could gamble on desert. Also, killing Landmo is going to kind of suck with the current loadout.
If you can get there, yeah. Ooh, well,
all right. Well,
That's a big required item on Zora today. Hook shot there.
And this is probably going to send Akuheish straight up the mountain.
Oh, no doubt. This is very much mountain material now.
Yeah, with Hook, this is... Yeah, we just can't get whatever's on the island, but...
Yeah, you have a ton of access here, seriously. There's so much to do now. Having both your gloves means you can get everything on the East Dark Mountain. You can peek at your TR endurance, maybe even dip into a little bit if it's Bombos. We got a lot to do, yeah. Kirby's done with thieves. Now we're going to go ahead and do his Smith turn in.
And not opting to go over to Hammer Pegs. We're just gonna slightly isolate Pegs and Purple Chest, unless he's deciding to go back for Purple at the same time.
Yeah, maybe.
Then
He'll be missing his lamp for a little bit at least.
Yeah, which without any fire rod, that lamp is kind of nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Flipper.
Yeah, Flipper on top spec. It's further progression so we can actually get it. We don't have a mirror yet.
Also, that means a mirror can't be in ice.
Yep. Is good knowledge, potentially. If you're, you're not. If you're looking for your mirror to get into swamp, like you're not gonna find it anywhere that's Flipper locked.
Kirby doing the same old, the same fake powder, getting the bombs.
We've got, yep, nothing there. We're getting Akuheish into the 7 checks that he's Paradox Cave. That was Sankheart. Not a bad time for a refill, honestly, down to like 3 hearts.
Okay, so this looks like Kirby is gonna probably do Purple Chest then.
Potentially a dip into Skullfront too. Neither of these runners have looked at that yet.
There's a sword and a shovel in Paradox.
Akuheish up to Master Sword. Now we know where another one is on Library. Can't get that one yet, but we have knowledge of it at the very least.
Hopefully this isn't, like a boots from somewhere super deep in the sea.
Yeah.
Once you get boots, you're gonna want to grab that sword immediately.
Floating Island is just a bomb pack. We're going to take a head over onto the Tower of Hera, and we'll also be able to... Oh, wait, Akuheish isn't in the book yet. He hasn't been to Castle Front. No reading ether for him. So straight into Hera it is. What are we going to find in here? Kirby's got his lamp, meanwhile.
Oh, we're going to find a heart piece.
Full heart in the cage. You're thinking, oh, no. Good enough. Don't need it. I mean, 10 blue is pretty comfy already. You should be fine, yeah.
At least in the future, you're going to have tempered.
Small key in the chest there, so that means the big key is in the basement, vanilla location. Well, first floor, really, but yeah. Kirby's fluted to 7 with purple.
May as well be the basement. That is a big 20 on purple.
Okay, let's see. Another item in Hera potentially right here. Nope, that's a map. We got a coin flip, whether it's on Moldorm or in the big chest.
Yeah, it being in the big chest honestly always feels the worst knowing that you do the basement and then Hera pop back up and then fall down and then grab the big chest.
Yeah, with big key in the vanilla location, it's hard to work in the checking the big chest in Hera.
Nagina is just $50 for breaking his wall up. Cool.
Unless you come in here without hookshot, of course, you have to do the whole dungeon anyway. But then it's like, well, then you just get the big chest, no problem. All right, Moldorm, do you have the item?
Of course
Sure
he doesn't.
don't.
When does Moldorm have the item in a crystal?
You know, sometimes. All right, so we will be missing one item in Hera for a while, assuming Akuheish doesn't do that, which he probably doesn't. You have plenty more to do still.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's going back in for it. Okay.
I mean, we do have a lot of items outstanding at the moment.
Yeah.
We need both rods. We need the mirror to then get the flippers. Probably, and there's a chance we need boots, but we also really want them.
Yeah. So again, coin flip chance that boots are mechanically required for desert. You're going to need a mirror if you get those flippers, which we know where the flippers are. You need the mirror. You're going to need both rods. I mean, probably a medallion for TR, which we know where all those are, though.
Hey, this
is not
it's
not an indefensible play. Like, you're just kind of being a little bit thorough here, and you might think this is a check that my opponent is likely to skip. And if you want to make kind of a race decision and think you create some variance, potentially come up with something good here, this is a good opportunity to do it.
So hey, with the with that hook shot, we do have full logical completion of Green Pendant Mire on the table. With the Quake on the desert ledge, you have to walk through desert to get.
Yeah,
that would fucking suck.
the only pain with a Mire or a Hera basement, of course, is that, well, you don't have a mirror. You have to walk your way out of it, so it's a bit of extra time to get out of this. Now we get to do another Hera pot. Again, lacking boots, we're going to do it the bomb method. A little bit off there. Take another attempt at it. And Kirby's actually going to make our trip in the desert now.
Yeah, just putting off Zora, which is gonna kind of hurt him for a bit.
Yeah.
And just a heart.
Just a heart in Hera, big chest. So we are getting out of here. We go explore the rest of the mountain. There's the big key in the map chest, so we're not locked out just yet. We'll get a peek at the torch on the way by. Oh, there's small key. All right, we're boots locked in desert. Fair enough. So we'll get possibly one item from the big chest, and then that's all we're getting.
Well, logically, boots locked. You can still go beat the dungeon.
No items in I mean, yeah, you can, but yeah. No items in the front. We're going to have potentially one or both of them. Well, at least one or both of them if on the right side locked by the small key.
Mm-hmm. And that's Ether, which is in Escape to get into TR. So Kirby will actually, once Kirby gets the hook shot, could make the dip into TR to check the first check.
He's picked up his Quake medallion off Desert Ledge. I think he's interested in killing the landmouse.
Yeah,
he's getting into
kind of sucks with this loadout.
Bugnet.
Yeah.
Nothing of particular progression in Hookshot Cave, though. I'll head over into Super Bunny.
And DDR is going to have a little bow landmo in front of him.
Yeah, a lot more hearts than NMG,
and
but
fire rod.
Basically NMG equipment in terms of killing the boss, yeah.
So that fire rod there, if Kirby comes up the mountain, opens up TR, might be really tempted.
Yeah.
You could just go full send into TR.
He's just now going to make his trip down into the Mire area. And we'll see how Kirby does with this here Lambo fight with a fighter sword and a bow. That's about all you got.
Yeah, you've got hammer, but still kind of obnoxious.
Hammer still takes 4 hits for each of them. Yeah. Opting for it. Yeah. If you're not really practiced with bow and ammo, like if you're not an MG runner, then bow and ammo sucks a lot.
Yeah, there's a certain way to do it, but it's still not. It's not fun, and it's also RNG dependent with how the Landos jump around. Could just
because like first cycle pretty reliable. Anything after that is just a complete cakewalk. Good luck. Or not a cakewalk. There's a different word I want. There's a different word I wanted to use. My brain was thinking about food, and I'm like, cake.
Understandable. It is. It's almost noon.
All right, so that's a crystal for DDRKirby. Just found a bomb pack on the Lamos. We have one more item outstanding in desert. No idea what it is until we have boots to get the little key off the torch. Okay, where's he headed next? Going over. Here's the pendant pod play. Finally heading on over here. Yeah, the allure is strong. Akuheish is doing a little more fake flippering.
Is ice play?
Oh yeah, we are headed for ice. All right.
And yeah, it's full clearable. You gotta. Well, at least you have Master Sword.
It's not terrible, yeah. You'll have to be a little bit careful with your magic usage, but yeah. No half magic.
What potions in the bottle, if anything, that they got.
Yeah, I missed where that bottle was. I didn't see it on either side, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get a glimpse of it. Our tracker is saying it's green, so we do actually have a magic refill. If that's correct. I'm assuming that's correct. Our trackers are usually correct. Shout out to our trackers being correct. Because, like, God knows with commentators, we have two screens to pay attention to. We have stuff to talk about. We can play off each other. We're gonna miss stuff all the time. It just happens.
The small key at the start is honestly kind of really convenient for just clearing out the whole shebang.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like the ice play because you don't have flippers yet. So anything you find here is like behind mirror and flipper. Mirror and flipper's like it's tough because you're like Trey is saying in chat. You've got like ice rod or boots, basically, assuming that neither of those are like locking mirror. There's the other small key, so we got both of those. And a map. Still waiting on items.
Yeah, any item would be nice.
Kirby did find a heart in the first check of pod, so we are forced to go right side to continue in the dungeon. Just a hard bowlock pod. First key, probably a second one on the ledge.
Well, there's our first item. Just a 3-pack of bombs. And a 3 hundo.
Big money. Did not opt to hit the switch because we're doing full clear icebreaker route, which is pretty reasonable. T has a heart piece. That's all 3, isn't it?
Yep, that's all 3 items.
We're now obligated to go deal with the cold stare. Okay, you can pick up a couple more hearts in this room if he desires to fill up and try to do some sword beam dupes, but we're just headed downstairs.
You might honestly just be opting to just use bombos.
We have access to the refill room too here, so like. I don't think there are 2 hearts in there. I think there's only 1 heart in this room. Unless with berry drops. There you go. There's your drop. Berries being in I think the pack that is literally just hearts and like a couple green rupees, so you can get health refilled off them.
Yeah, honestly, probably just gonna use bombos and then save the rest of the magic for
Yeah,
just
you
using fire rods on the boss.
you can also initiate with bombos. Yeah, it's true. Kind of forgot we had it actually. It's been a while. It's on screen. The tracker has it there. I could look at the tracker, but when do I look at the tracker?
Wouldn't be me.
All right, Kirby's continuing going into the back of pod while Akuheish is initiating this here fighter or Master Sword Cold Star fight. Getting a couple good fire rod splashes. Let's have that green potion. I'm gonna immediately chug that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Honestly, you have a flute. You can get back to potion shop easily. Like you just use your potions to speed up fights and make them safer. And that'll do it. Refines.
So far, nothing out of the pod dip.
Key
thus
number
far.
5 in the 5 or actually no, I think it's key number 6. He's got 3. I think we check Hellway here. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, this is key number 6.
Let's see if Hellway has anything good. No, that's a big key in Hellway. Now you do a Dark Maze. Yep. As you do.
Going for the hammer jump, I'm assuming. Going down this way.
Yeah, honestly, not that I think it really matters at this point. You've got your health is low enough that you could pretty feasibly death warp. It's not like you need to save the key for any reason.
Yeah.
Bit of pixel math here. One more upward. That looks good. Oh, not a refill heart piece. Okay, good. Every time you're like, oh, don't refill me, please. Akuheish is now getting on cold to get his book. And just a Greg in the other chest in Dark Maze.
Oh boy.
Does
Aku's
Kirby
good to escape?
Does Kirby continue to go kill Helmassar? Question is thinking about it. Thinking, yeah, okay, gonna go for it. Yep. I can't blame you honestly here because you're kind of. I mean, in Kirby's case, you don't have a lot of checks left. You haven't been to Zora, so you're missing your hook shots. You have almost no mountain access. Like,
Yeah, and he already checked the mountain.
you're pretty thin. Yeah, you've got after this, you've got Pyramid Catfish. Like Zora. Yeah, there's not a lot left. You're kind of grasping at straws here. So I don't know. Maybe Kirby comes up with something really good here. Still, we'll see.
I mean, we are still looking for Ice Rod, which could be basically anywhere, and we are still looking for Mirror.
Yeah.
No, can't be Flipper Lock.
Because like, despite Akuheish getting the hook shot and having a lot more stuff to do, really hasn't come up with much more.
No, all he's come up with is an additional sword, which
sword
made his shit nice. And we don't need it.
I don't think he's checked the shovel yet.
He did.
Or no, he did check the. Okay.
It was just a piece of heart. It was not enough to shovel.
You're right. I said that and I'm like, wait a second. He probably actually did. So yeah, we there's still some good potential here for Helmassar having an item.
Because it comes to end logic checks at this point for both of them. We have Ether Tablet because Aku did not have the book when he went up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be a gross mirror location right now, especially for Aku's side.
Yes, it would. Having to walk all the way up around the mountain and back up for that would be really bad. There's his
now
Ether.
Aku knows that that TR is in play now.
Yep, he has access to it.
We don't have any invincibility items. We don't have in logic for Spike Cave. The doable with this much HP in the bottle.
If he is indeed going up the mountain, we are probably seeing a trip over there, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's accessible now. Dead rocks, please. Dead rocks, please. Come on now. Kirby in phase 2 of Helmassar, doing his best to throw 8 arrows into that forehead gem. There we go.
Is that a gem or is that an eye? I don't know. You never know.
It looks like a big gem embedded the forehead of Helmassar. Well, Pod sure had a whole lot of nothing.
Well, Kirby, where are you gonna go? You gonna do the fake flip to Zora, or are you gonna walk over to Pyramid and Catfish?
No, we're gonna say no to Pyramid Catfish. All right. Unless you're just gonna like maybe flute to 5 and do it from there, but yeah, you can't put those off for too long here.
Yeah, because so the only thing Aku found on the mountain is a fire rod, which at this point unlocks TR and it unlocks Skull Wood.
Yeah, we haven't seen either of these runners go to Skull Woods yet. I mean, I get it; it's Pendant Skull, but I'm a what's the word I'm looking for? A proponent of if you're in Village of Outcasts and you just check Skullfront because they're basically overworld checks.
You see, I'm kind of the opposite. I'm just kind of I'm on the team of Skull Wood is fuck it. It doesn't exist. I'm gonna think about it.
It's you could have both items in the front accessible. Also, yeah, you could have both items that are in the back locked by Fire Rod. It's either way. Like it's one of those points of contention. Like people will pretty much make hard decisions on Skull like before they've even started the seed. They're just in a camp.
Oh yeah, and Vex. So yeah, Pet is in logic. The we know Ped though because Kirby checked it at the start, and it was just a bottle on Ped.
Yeah, Kirby Uncle Run had said that book super early, and we've already had another bottle, so that is completely dead.
Yeah, we still have Green Pendant Mire fully in logic right now. You know that is still an option.
Could just be Vanilla Boots.
Yeah, for Vanilla Boots or for whatever, and or just could be sitting there in Mire. I mean, really, a lot of the options are not very appealing. I'll be perfectly honest.
Free blue potion at Waterfall for Kirby's refill. Very nice. Not that you really have any issues with potions. You have 1,300 rupees and well, about 800-ish, but and also a flute. But still, we take free blues. Those are nice. All right, Akuheish just come up with 2 small keys in the top of TR, so we are not locked out by any means. I mean, we wouldn't be with Fire Rod. We're going to continue here.
Yeah.
That's right. We have Fire Rod. We're continuing. There's the big key. So on we go. We'll check Lava Chest. See what's there.
Gambling on progression pod, which I mean, this is mirror locking everything seed at this point.
Yeah, basically, because mirror gets you flippers, gets you swamp access. And Kirby is also thinking potentially into TR here, actually. I mean, you just got hook shots. You have a lot to do, but yeah, Kirby will be able to actually do a dip into TR as well.
Yeah, well, he won't be able to do it on his first trip up the mountain because Fire Rod is in Super Bunny.
Oh right, yeah.
So he's unless he opens up TR, then if he opens up at the top and then jumps down. Then he can walk in.
Yeah, correct play here. Yeah, to do everything on Light Mountain, then use the TR portal, open it. Yeah, that's the correct way to do it.
Though, with how he might route in, because he's supposed to do Hera, so he might do Hera, then take Spiral Cave down, and then grab the portal and climb up Super Bunny.
You can also get a read of the Ether Tablet as well.
We're definitely going to see that.
Okay, Akuheish will be, of course, missing Mimic Cave because we are lacking a mirror, but we're going to definitely check the big chest still. Kirby's got his second sword and his shovel side by side. Big chest has a key.
So where is the boots in the mirror going to be?
So yeah, seriously.
This is basically all we're really looking for. Oh, well, there it is. There's the mirror.
There's mirror and crystal roller. Yep. About time.
He's just.
He's reversing to Mimic Cave. Yeah, this is you do this right now.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because anything hanging in Mimic Cave here would be awful to leave behind. Oh, just a big 20 Aether tablet. All right. And a heart piece of Mimic. Okay, nothing exciting there, but yeah, that's a do it immediately, or it's a now or never check. Really, you grab that right away.
Oh, and is this gonna just be a vanilla ice rod on the laser bridge? Is it gonna be a forced double dip of TR to the seed?
He's getting in his Hera plane now with a little bit of Hera pop. One pixel off there, looks like. There you go. Get it second try. Not bad.
Yeah, I don't know the that setup to place the bomb on the right.
Yeah, that one I haven't really seen much of, so I'm not super familiar with the pixels on it. But given how the knockback went, I have to assume like, okay, you're off by 1 pixel, basically. The results of the setups are generally all the same. You can tell how it went wrong. Yeah, just 1 pixel off. You either get it or you don't, realistically. Okay, Akuheish getting into Laser Bridge momentarily. Or are we gonna have a stupid Ice Rod villain on Laser Bridge? There's the key.
Oh,
of course it's here. All right, then. This game is dumb.
And yeah, just check the rest of Laser Bridge and I find boots. At this point, that's all we're really looking for.
Or another sword to make Trinex an easier fight or something. You can find, yeah, there's still stuff you're looking for here, definitely. Yeah, you're gonna take the door at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for boots, both for speed and also just our sword is boots locked. One sword is boots locked, so
yes,
really want it.
Oh, that was a map. All right, last item on Trinex then. Fair enough.
And then yeah, Kirby's gonna take the Spiral Cave down, and then probably take a Super Bunny up, I would assume.
I mean, you want to climb back up your Paradox and open TR portal, ideally.
Yeah, ideally. Just sometimes you might not. I also wouldn't be surprised if you're not quite banking on TR because you don't even have a fire or ice rod yet. Probably
yeah, yeah, you're right. That's the thing. Like, you don't expect him to get fire rod here, so you might just. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what your thoughts are here. We'll see what he does.
Yep.
The Dead Rocks were trying to discourage him, saying, "No, don't climb this way." But nope. He knows where he's
They're
going.
actually trying to help him. Be like, "Hey, no, go out the other way to the TR portal.
Yeah.
It's gonna help. I swear."
So this will be a bit of a pain in the butt for Kirby because he's not gonna be. He's kind of disincentivized to get into TR actually. When we know he kind of needs to do it. Sawyer asking where Fire Rod is. Kirby is about to find it here in Super Bunny. Right, Akuheish having a really nice Trinex fight so far, using the hammer to good effect. We're in phase 2 now. Here, Gold Sword bracket runners looking pretty skilled today. They've proved that they've earned their chance in the top bracket. All right, what do you have, Trinex? Anything good? 3 hundo.
Extra potion money that we don't even need at this point.
Basically. All right, well, that's another crystal for Akuheish, and we are going to be eyeing up the flippers on top of Spec Rock Cave, and then most likely headed to Swamp Palace. I can't think of what else you want to do at this exact point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Kirby's made the spot there and says, "Man, I wish I had my mirror right now. It'd be nice to be able to open that."
Opting to go towards, yeah, Spy Cave. Out of logic, but I mean, you may as well. And
Yeah,
in
Kirby
his
does have a blue potion, so you know he can get through with just taking the damage. Yeah. Or a couple extra hearts, yeah. 13. I mean, if your movement is perfect, you can get through with 12 hearts of damage, but you have to be basically perfect. We'll see if he actually gets it. Looking pretty good so far. No, not quite. Just one heart off too many. Took 13, so yeah, that's fine. That's more of a typical Spike Cave. You take 13 hearts
Yeah.
of damage. You're like, yeah, all right. That's fine. That blue potion was free. And again, we have a flute and tons of money. We can easily get more refills. All right, Akuheish just picked up his Quake medallion and has completed the coin collection. Grab that just in case you need to get into Mire. You never know. And we're going to get into his desert trip.
He's gonna find out he won't be boots locked at a desert. At least, well, he's logically boots out locked, but
But yeah, clearing the boss does not require them at the very least, yeah.
because I think logically it expects you to spend the back key on the right side first.
Yes, so the way I like to describe it is, yeah, it's a coin flip, like a 3 out of 6 effectively for mechanically boots lock, but logically it's a 4 out of 7 chance that desert requires boots to complete. You have 4 out of 7 total key layouts that put a key on the torch, and yeah, the logic is there to protect us from making dumb decisions with keys and soft locking our seeds. So yeah, logically required boots. Kirby's gonna make his play into ice now. The ice rod was on Laser Bridge, where it lives.
Yeah. When is Ice Rod not on Laser Bridge at this point? It's just, if I'm like, oh, the seed wants us to go into TR, I wonder where Ice Rod could be. Oh, here it is. Shocker.
Yeah, Akuheish is I mean, effectively in go mode here. We'd like to find boots to make your TR or your GT climb easier, and maybe get that third sword off library. But like, you can acquire the remainder of your crystals at the very least. So. Kirby having a good icebreaker there. Pretty much, they're great icebreakers from both these runners. Again, just showing off like they are talented gold sword bracket runners. They know the tricks. They've earned their way up into this top bracket.
And as expected, off into Swamp.
Here we go to Swamp. I mean, you pretty much see him. I mean, this is nice. I mean, like, yes, Swamp took a while to get to, but like with how the seed played out, you just pretty much get to go mode Swamp. You can check as many or as few items in here as you want if you're hoping to get more stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised there is an extra check or two. Just fingers crossed for boots.
Yeah, this will be like a semi go mode. You're really hoping for boots because you can get a third sword. You certainly wouldn't complain about finding a bow either.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you're not exactly looking forward to do Master Sword Silverless if it comes to it.
Yeah,
you can.
Nobody wants to do it, but yeah, you might be required to do it.
Yeah, especially with only one bottle, no half magic, so can't exactly go for cripples with how much magic you're gonna need to use.
Mm-hmm.
This literally just pure go mode at this point. I'm not surprised. Yeah, just get the diver down checks, just get the waterfall check, because those are
Yeah.
literally right in front of you. And
Yeah.
then
Those are the very easy checks along the way. Yeah. Maybe you get lucky and find some good stuff.
or maybe you just find the fourth sword in the seed and you don't have to really worry about it.
That also works too. Yeah. No, map and compass and flood room, because of course they are. So literally 2 items on the left side.
Nice.
Kirby's using the hammer on to finish off these puffs here in the cold stare fight. 1 to go, and we are done. Heart using waterfall, sure.
Well, the only thing left in Aki's mind is the GT Big is gonna be on the torch.
Yeah, there is that 1 in 22 chance that you do actually need those boots to complete the game. Hey, at least we know they're not in GT. So it's like if you do see that key there, you immediately bail out of GT and go find boots elsewhere.
So why can't boots be in GT?
Because of the small key in Desert Torch.
Yeah, that's right.
The logic.
You're correct. I didn't think that deep ahead of it.
Kirby is now going to get into... Oh, Pyramid Fairy. Yeah, we have access to that now. Vanilla Sword would be kind of cute.
Alright, and Aku is definitely just gonna be heading straight into GT after this.
What does that mean? What time is it?
It's time for the game where the people put the numbers in the chat, trying to guess how correct they are in getting the funny key.
If you have an idea of where that GTBK is going to be, pick a number between 1 and 22. If you're right, we'll give you 17,629 internet points. That's a real deal today. We're giving out a lot of them.
Put on some Price is Right music. Have people put numbers in the chat. Red mail and some bombs. Okay. Yeah, wow, lots and lots of points. There's so many free internet points to give away here over at Go Mode Podcast. at Twitch
I mean,
TV.
as a commentator of multiple restreaming networks, I've accumulated a fair budget of points to give out. So I'm feeling generous today. Kirby's walking a catfish. All right. We did find a cape on Pyramid Ledge of all things. I don't even think we never saw Bumper Cave either. So like, there could be something there actually. These two have managed to dodge Skull entirely, and turns out for Akuheish it was just, it worked out. That's just a heart piece on catfish. Okay.
Yeah, honestly, it's very unfortunate on Kirby's side of the fire rod placement, how you route mountain, and you didn't end up opening up TR, and it turns out TR just has the rest of your seed that you need. Not exactly tempted to save quit and reclimb mountain just to go into TR without nice rod. Alright, and this is straight off to the left side. Are we boots locked? No, we're not. Aku is in full go mode at this point for a Silverless Ganon fight. Silverless Master Sword Ganon fight. Oh, hey, look, there's your sword. Force sword just sitting there in GT. Alright, never mind. Don't even need to bother with Master Sword Silverless. Just, you can have a much more comfortable Ganon fight. And just GT climb in general, honestly. So what are we up to now? That is 1 on the torch, 4 in Stalfos, 5, 6, 7. We are currently at 7 out of 22. Aku opting to do, what was it, the DM route, I think is what it's called, or honestly the one I actually like doing the most myself. Check number 8 is Greg. Check number 9 is the Big Key. Congratulations to anybody who guessed 9, which is Trey is 1 off. Just 1 lower, sorry. This is, Price is Right rules, going over. It's, yeah. Yeah, how it is. And now we get to have a, honestly, pretty standard climb. Just Silverless Tempered is pretty, I think honestly would be probably the most common setup you end up getting. Yeah, boy. See me in? That's why I Boyne route. I am an absolute believer in Boyne routing. And then cry when it's Rando room. And get to have a nice, clean, pretty fast gauntlet, all things considered. Off to our favorite Landmo 2. Doesn't exactly have enough magic to really make the fight fast. So I have to kind of make do with what you got, the tempered. Does he have a nice little pinball with a spin? I still have to be slightly careful with the only singular bottle when it comes to backup for magic and health. I actually don't even know what he has in his bottle, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure if he ever refilled it. I know he spent it in ice when it was green. Oh, he gets the full magic refill from the guard. Absolutely saved. To at least make the torch room a lot nicer and faster. You don't have to pick up the extra magic along the way. It leaves him enough magic to go climb up. Just gonna go ahead and skip out. And at this point, you know where your force sword is. At this, you'd only be looking for silvers at any extra checks. Off to revisit the slam dunk competition winner. Moldorm 2 immediately gets slapped down. For a nice big 20 for a validation. And just make it past little mini Helmas. Only got 5 hearts, almost full magic. Going into Aga 2. 1 and 2 out of 6. That was you couldn't tell that was 2 or 3. It's either 4 or 5. Alright, and that's 6 there. 4 cycles. Got to be gotta be a little careful with Ganon hugs here at this point. It's just 1.5 heart. You kind of, at the very least, Ganon is stuffed himself in the very nice corner. Make things a little easier. Spending the blue to stay alive, not surprised, but this does mean that you will have to opt out of triples for the most. Well, you can go for probably 2 triples. Or you might want to be a little careful without any backup magic. And our silvers were Admire. And that is 1. 2. We need 12. That's number 3. And for the fight, once you get in the rhythm of it, it is almost a calming zen, I want to say. You just do these motions over and over again. Just kind of slowly repeat them. That is Tranix down on Kirby's side. And then that is with Kirby and the Trinex crystal animation. We have Aku defeating the pig, making bacon, whatever you want to call it. He's crossing the bridge and done for a 1-night for an official. Well, puts the dot done at 1:19:56, but walk across the bridge at 52. As Kirby goes, grabs the flippers, go into go mode. And we are joined here by Akuheish. Hello.
Hey.
Congrats on the win. So yeah, you know, we were wondering where's the catch of the seed. The catch was basically go into TR to complete everything.
Right, just rush Turtle Rock, get what's there, and finish.
Yeah, no idea where Boots were. Neither one of you found it. At this point, I'm wondering if it's even vanilla Boots for Greed, because knowing that at least one of the checks in Meyer is the silvers.
Right. Could also be Skull Woods, unless if...
Yeah, the neither one of you did Skull, and neither one of you checked Bumper Ledge. Kirby did do Pyramid Fairy, and checked Pyramid Ledge and Catfish. That all got checked.
Yeah, I know I skipped quite a few things.
Yeah, no, they could be in Swamp, because it did do a number of skips in Swamp. That's also possible.
Yeah, I found map, compass, and big key, so left side swamp is a big thing.
Yeah. But overall, how'd you feel about the seed? No.
I felt good about it overall.
Alright, yeah, 1:19 finish, honestly, is really good. That's a very good clear time for an open seed.
Yeah, Master Sword all the way until GT. With Spider Sword in there.
Yeah, obviously having your fingers crossed that you might just come across Boots along the way and you just grab your sword in the library and not have to worry too much about it, but just get bailed out by the sword. Yeah, which obviously with the with the delay you've been done for a bit. On the stream side, we're seeing Kirby and Swamp. So Kirby and Swamp 10 minutes ago at this point. Which I'm not sure if he finished race time yet, but either way. Yeah, no, it was honestly everything panned out pretty perfectly for you. I think the main thing that bit Kirby in comparison was mostly Kirby did have Ether on the way up the mountain, but also got hookshot basically last location. Kirby went independent pod before going into Zora. And with that last locate hookshot, and then was able to full clear the mountain and did Hera down into Spiral, went down. And instead of climbing back up the mountain to see if you could open TR and then do all your checks so you don't mirror, just took Spiral down and walked up Super Bunny, the kind of the normal way. Not expecting to pull a fire rod out of Super Bunny and be able to, oh hey, by the way, you can do TR now.
Right.
And you don't really want to save and quit and then reclimb the mountain again to TR that you might not even be able to complete anyway. Which, yeah, no, but it turns out this is exactly what the seed wants you to do. But yeah, no, you put on a great show. It's your first of 3.
Right, and tomorrow we got our second match at the same time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks like Kirby's gonna finish up the seed from what it looks like. I'd imagine he'd be probably getting close to, probably getting fairly close, Obviously 10 minutes ahead than what's seen on the stream. But yeah, no, like a 119 finish, you have a 130 clear rate. The seed is kind of wonky. In that really it is do your sphere 1, clear dungeons, go to TR. That's a very good one. That's all the seed. That's it. That's everything.
Yeah, like I always say, just go to where the items are. That's all you need.
Exactly. That's just Rando in a nutshell.
This is definitely a textbook case of that for sure. Also, hello, I'm here now.
Yes, we have the Restreamer Trey, because I believe Adilor needs to...
Adilor had to step away, so I figured I could step in for the end of here.
Mm-hmm.
At least the second voice. But yeah. What a seed.
Right. Yeah, my GT routing is always looking at that torch first.
Especially without boots. Because if you walked in, you saw a GT big on there, you could immediately leave and look for boots elsewhere. Mostly because of with the desert torch being a small key, desert's logically locked by boots, so boots cannot be in GT that way.
Yeah, I think I would have gone to Swamp first.
Also, Trey, you got Cone of Shamed. How dare you?
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Oh yeah, because I ended my stream.
Yeah,
because it's the whole back-end stuff using DLC.
Yeah.
we got there. Everything is fine.
But I will be right back.
No, you're good.
I'm very curious to see which way Kirby goes in GT, since everyone has their favorite routes in GT. So we'll see if he also follows the coined DM's route, or if he goes Hope right. Looks like Hope right.
I forget if there's a small key over here or not.
I don't recall.
No, there wasn't.
So this is probably Hope left.
Probably.
We'll get to the big key relatively soon. Just a couple minutes. Some people coin going Hope to DM's room and then back over Pink Magician, I believe. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know all the names.
I don't either. So many keys in here. Oh man. It's nice being able to actually see the GT route now. Because I was definitely focused kind of on work at that point.
Yeah, that's fair.
But here we are. It does look like we are doing Hope left here. So it's gonna be a little bit longer before we get to that big key. I mean, boots can't be in here. We've already discussed that. Never mind.
Yeah, it's impossible for boots to be in GT. Which honestly, with what was left of the game, would be at that point Mire, Green Pendant, or just in Swamp.
I don't want to
somewhere.
think about Boots being vanilla. Let's not. Oh man.
Honestly, I was wondering if anybody would make the Mire play as awful as it would be, because it was technically super early in logic. You get your hook shot from Zora, you got your book and escape, which leads you directly into the Quake Medallion on Desert Ledge, and your Samara is just sitting there in Vu, and your lamp is hammer pegs. Technically,
I
very
am back.
early in logic. Yeah, you're. It's interesting that technically Green Pendant Mire was super early in logic, so it's one of those. Like, oh man, could Boots be vanilla Green Pendant turn in? Great. But we'll probably never know where the Boots actually were. Oh well. Yeah, I've never actually seen that on DDR side of prepping the bomb to throw, so that way you can skip the little transition block after a random there. Little teleporter thing.
Oh, damage boosting across it.
Yeah, so running across the bottom ledge and then throwing a bomb up, hook shotting up, so that way you get hit by the bomb explosion, you can just walk through the portal without actually activating it.
Yeah, I see some people do that, but not many.
I guess it's usually kind of rare you're all the way this part in GT without Boots and normal modes anyway.
Go for ice armor. Let's see what's behind here.
Yeah, we had a can of Burna on Rando room. We got some bombs and a burrito and a health container. Hell yeah. We'll just see Kirby get the big key pretty soon and just be on the same path to go kill Ganon, and we're just gonna Kirby's gonna get dragged in now. Hello, Kirby. Kirby, that's 10 minutes in the future of the restream.
I'm gonna ruin the magic. Yeah.
GG.
Yeah. Sorry, the Disney magic has been ruined. They're actually, stream delay shenanigans. But yeah, no, GG's. Honestly, slightly unfortunate of both the last look on the hook shot and the fact that TR basically had the rest of your progression.
Yeah,
doing your first mountain trip and not having mirror and just doing, the normal play of spiral down into Super Bunny, which is pretty normal to do. But
yeah, I knew that the seed could very easily come down to, okay, what does TR have the ice rod? Does TR have the mirror? Does it have both? What is in there? And I knew at some point you have to go in there, right? So it's like, okay, what all do I need to check in order for me personally to feel comfortable going into TR? What's the right time for me to go in there? And that's always, that's a classic problem, when you don't have the ice rod, and so.
Yeah, you don't have ice rod, mirror unlocks you swamp, and also logically ice, which could also put it into Pyramid Fairy. It puts checkerboard. This is like a lot of places in the mirror. Where if you just pick up mirror, you have a lot to do. That you could just have ice rod, or the game could just try to be funny and just put it in its vanilla spot, laser bridge.
Yeah, but when I was going off to I think it was like Pyramid Ledge and Catfish and cleaning up all these things, I was like, okay, well, there's a very good chance that my mirror is in TR, and you're supposed to have a double dip, and Ice Rod is somewhere hanging out in Swamp Palace, right? So I'm like, okay, but I'm gonna play this so that, you know, if the mirror is somewhere really awkward, like, you know, Catfish out in the middle of nowhere, then that saves me a double dip of TR. And I got this really big sinking feeling when I saw the mirror in TR, and I was like, oh, well, you know, the Ice Rod could still be in here, so it could be a little bit better than what I'm thinking. And it was, but, you know, it still wasn't enough to catch me back up, right?
Yeah. And a lot of it is just that Aku did find the hook shot significantly earlier, because Aku didn't even touch Pod.
Yeah, Pod hurts a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
So Aku
that
gets
was,
the hook shot, and
that Zora hook shot was kind of like the really kind of a big turning point. Yeah.
Yep.
and I forget, Aku, you didn't do TR on your first mountain trip, right?
No, I did not have.
You didn't have ether, yeah, because you didn't do escape yet.
Yeah, I tend to leave escape till later on.
No, I mean that's fair. Everybody's got their own way of how they want to deal with escape.
In open, it makes a lot of sense because if you're possibly predicting an Aga seed, then you can always pair Castle with Aga at the end of your like world excursion. So
Yeah, because
it makes a lot of sense. I totally understand.
Which, I mean, well, the way Kirby routed it also makes sense. You get the bomb tree pull, and oh, you just did Uncle. Well, I could just get 8 bombs and just do bomb escape, which, I mean, obviously makes sense. You may as well. You're right there.
If you're confident with your bomb escape, you know, yeah, makes sense to go on.
Just go do it real fast.
Oh, that's
But,
what the boomerang is.
Yeah, it's up there. Mini Hill.
Of course.
But so yeah, Kirby, how did you end up feeling about, you know, the seed? How other than, you know, obviously the unfortunate just last locating on hook shot and late entrance to the TR.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff's gonna happen. I honestly was feeling really good about how I played, you know, and sometimes you're gonna last location stuff. This is my first restream, and it actually felt kind of weird not having my mic on and talking. It actually works out.
Yeah.
It actually works out great because I have like this cough, so I didn't really want to talk a bunch anyways. But it felt a lot more chill than usual. You know, usually I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this, you know, analyzing my decisions, and now it's just kind of like, I'm just sitting here playing the seed, you know, in my room. So I honestly felt pretty good, and like, yeah, you know, better luck in game 2, right? So
Yeah, and you get to choose what mode we play tomorrow too.
Yeah, loser gets to pick.
yeah, I mean, there's only 4 modes to choose from, so it's
Yeah, I mean, it's basically you
different,
want
like,
open
yeah.
or standard, random sort or not. I mean, that's really all your options.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I'll think about it. It doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, which so I mean, it can't be open without a sword again, because I think it has to be a different mode every time.
It does.
It does,
yeah.
yes. But yeah, take your time, think. I'm not worried about what mode it is myself. Like, even if you don't know until we race tomorrow, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I would assume that at this point, after the 6 weeks, ending up in gold bracket, that be pretty comfortable with all the modes, all things considered.
Yeah.
And yeah, we never did find boots. They're out there somewhere.
They are not in Mire.
Left side swamp or something. Who knows?
Yeah, that's pretty much all we have left.
Could be left side swamp, or it is like green pendant turn from Mire.
Not in Mire or Green Pendant Turn, and I open the game back up.
Did we,
Oh, you checked those. Okay.
Yeah.
Did we
So at this point, it has to be like left side swamp then.
did we pay
Spike
attention
Cave,
to
maybe?
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
we-
Oh, we got
saw-
Spike Cave. No.
Pay
Yeah.
enough attention to the credit sequence.
What does the credits say something?
Head.
It's a bottle, Trey.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah,
When did we
terrarium.
check that? Hold on.
We saw that super early. Kirby checked that with the early book.
Oh.
Yeah, because Kirby Uncle routed and did escape first, so Kirby had book starting and just went, okay, I'll just check ped real fast.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was making sure the stream was functioning at that time. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense to check ped.
What about maybe GT Big Chest? That'd be just put it there, make it inaccessible.
You
Oh
need
no,
the
right, no,
voice to
right.
finish.
The desert. I even said that earlier, and then my mind blanked that out entirely. I'm dumb. Ignore me.
Did you check desert big chest, Kirby?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
it was
Okay.
just like a compass or a map.
It was it was not an item. Yeah.
Down goes Ganon on Kirby's side at last. Here we are. Got to cross the bridge very safely.
I mean, hey, Kirby had
Get your
quite a nice set of triples going.
yeah.
Yeah,
Very
thanks.
good Ganon fight. Get your GGs in chat for Kirby, finishing with an official race time room time of 1:39:50. Thank you.
That cutscene that feels way too long. You're just standing there holding the sword.
It always feels way too long.
It feels fine until you're in a race and then you're like, okay, I just need to click the done button.
Please let this cutscene end. I want to click my done button. I don't want to get caught. I don't want to get fanfare sniped. Please. Yeah. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes.
You say you don't want to. I challenge my opponent to do it. I frequently look at my race room and just go, do it. Snipe me. You won't. I'm waiting for the day it actually happens. And I yell at myself for saying it. Nah, but well, as we are at the end, any final thoughts on the seed, you two?
Not really. I think you guys probably covered it all during whatever during your commentary. I'm sure.
Alright, well, thank you both for racing. If you guys haven't, give you guys a follow. They're pretty cool and pretty good at what they do. Also, Addy, Bread, thank you for hopping to crew this for me. And
Yeah.
Shin,
Hold the last minute.
thank you for tracking. Yeah, that'll about wrap it up here for now. In about let me check my watch. I guess phone. About an hour and a half, we'll be live again with Game 3 between Confucius Prime and Tails Korra in the Master Sword bracket. That'll be super exciting. Come check that out. If you want to help with comms, help out and chat about it, come hop in the Discord and pick up some roles. I'm happy to bring in new people into the commentary and tracking community.
Yeah, GMP is a really good environment for it. I'll say, like, I got my commentary start during Mentor Tournament. It's a great place to learn not just how to play the game, but also how to do restream crewing. So if you're curious at all, feel free to get yourself in here. We'll get you introduced.
Yeah, thank you everyone. See you guys later on. Have a great rest of your day.